Hi everyone, Kenfinity here, and here's my review of Monsters Inc., directed by Pete Docter. Let me go back to David Silverman and Lee Unkrich, starring John Goodman, yeah, Billy Crystal, Mary Gibbs, Steve Colburn, Jennifer Tilly, Bob Peterson, John Ratzenberger, Frank Oz, so many Frank Oz impressions, David Gerson, Steve Zuskind, Steve Buscemi, Bonnie Hunt, Jeff Pigeon, and Samuel Lord Black. Great cast really is. And this film takes place in a world where monsters live in their own civilization and they have to scare kids in order to power their world. It's literally their own world, right? And the monsters, they're just the inhabitants of this world. That's it. But certain monsters are scarers. So we focus on this scarer named James P. Sullivan and his trainer, Mike Wazowski. Yeah. Yeah, and Sully, he's real cool. Like he's really just like a big, jock. Like he just wants to get it done, but he has a heart of gold. Yeah, he's just easygoing. But Mike, he gets Sully in the shape in the best way. He's his best friend. But he also just wants Sully to be the best scary, and he is. Sully is the best scary. Yeah, he always has Sully just scrapey, 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 and Sully complies, bump it, he does that, and it's really cool because Monsters Inc. is the job. That's where they work. It's a giant factory, and Sully's job is to scare the kids, So each monster is assigned to a child. Actually, it's so clever how they do it. I'll talk about it more at the end. How it's structured and everything. And it's really because Randall is Sully's biggest rival. But Sully beats him all the time. But Randall's like this giant chameleon, like shapeshift and stuff. Well, not shapeshift, but he can turn invisible. And he wants to beat Sully. But Mike won't let him, of course, neither will Sully. And Sully, he's like a giant bear, blue and got polka dots, and he has like a dinosaur tail. He has horns. And Sully, Mike, he's a little cyclops. And Mike wants to go with his girlfriend, but he has to file his paperwork. Wazowski. And Roz is the paper clerk, the filing clerk. Who's always watching Wazowski. I'm watching you, Wazowski. So gotta get him, right? Because Mike's girlfriend is the receptionist. So Roz is not far from her. And she has these Mike's girlfriend has these rattlesnakes. And Roz is a giant slug with a beautiful personality. Exactly so. Mike, he has to go with his girlfriend, so Sully takes care of that paperwork for him, because he has to, ASAP. But he sees Randall trying to get extra scares. They're not supposed to be there after hours, right? Because they have these canisters. They literally carry they conceal the screams in these canisters. And Sully sees Randall trying to get all of the screams. No more. Da, da, da. And so, Sully, he goes into the door of Randall's kid, that he scares all the time. His kid, signed to it. Sully goes into the door, and he sees nothing, right? But when he comes out, there's this little girl there. And of course, he has to sprint to the restaurant where Mike and his girlfriend are having their anniversary. Yeah, Mike's smootsy poo, as he says to her. And of course, the entire restaurant is freaked out. She says, boo, and the whole restaurant just freaks out. They just get out of there. It's like a sushi, it's like a Chinese restaurant. And so they call her Boo, since they don't know her name or anything. She's 2, 3 years old, but she catches on quick. She learns so much throughout this movie and everything. And it's really funny because, screams power their world, right? Not just the company, but also the world. Power the company, too, right? And also power. But if she cries, it's a different kind of, if she laughs, it's a different kind of power. So it's interesting, they have to get her to, laugh in order for good things to happen. If she cries back and have to do electricity, it's really interesting how the world is powered. It's awesome. And after that, it's Mike and Sully taking care of her. So it's two of them taking care of her. And they disguise her as a monster so they can take her back to Monsters Inc., take her to the door. And Mr. Waternoose, who's the head of Monsters Inc., his family is been in his family for generations. And of course, he doesn't want any interference. And they have this whole SWAT team, basically. If there's literally any piece of human anything, they have to disinfect it. That monster who gets shaven, got the corner. So they have to make sure no one knows that Boo is Boo. She's a girl, human. So to get her back, well, Randall is also trying to do what he's got to do to be the top scarer. I mean, but long story short, they get Boo back. Randall gets what's coming to him. And Sully and Mike keep doing what they're doing. I have to summarize. Oh yeah, but it's a beautiful movie. And what I was saying, I love how they used a monster in the closet. The monster has to do that. Because their world is powered by screams, right? So only the scariest monsters are scares. The rest of them, are florists, gardener, copy shop, patrons, owners, it's literally certain monsters for the scares monsters. That's awesome. And I love how they literally have to assign, it's their job. They clock it out. Like, it's literally a business. Think about their world, right? And this is the scare business. It's genius how they do it. It is so much fun too. It's a great movie. There's really nothing exactly like it. I would have just liked to have a little bit. I would have liked to have seen more of the relationship between Mike, Sully, and Boo, because Sully gets close to Boo before Mike does. Takes a little longer for Mike Wazowski, but he does too. Yeah, Mike Wazowski. Yeah, he does too. But it's beautiful, y'all. And I would have just liked to see a little bit more of how they do what they do with the scaring, but everything else is awesome. I love it. Harris-Kenfinity is another great Pixar movie. Yeah, I don't think I asked in the last review of Onward, which is Pixar. What's your favorite Pixar movie? And also, what's your favorite movie about monsters, like the myth of monsters being under the bed and all? What's your favorite movie like that? And please like, subscribe, please hit the notification bell. All new videos come out, excuse me. And please keep staying safe while this pandemic is here for now. Still, and while this brutality is, being fought against even more. Of course, been fought for how long? Forever, basically. So please keep being nice to each other. Please keep being safe. And new drawing videos coming up. And my first of this drawing video, I talked about in the last review too. So please check it out. And these videos will last infinity.